Apple CEO Tim Cook inaugurated the first Apple retail store in Mumbai's Bandra Kurla complex. With the second largest smartphone market in the world, India is sure to upscale itself as a retail and manufacturing hub in the near future. It will be enthralling to see how the entry of such a big firm will change the electronic manufacturing landscape of India. Hello and welcome, I am Shreya and you're watching The Pamphlet. The financial capital of India, Mumbai, is accoladed with a premium experience after the opening of Apple's first retail store in India. This is not the first attempt of the American MNC to push itself into the Indian market. The original plan to open a physical retail store was actually in 2021, but it got delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Of late, Apple has been making quite a strong push into the Indian market by diversifying its supply chain away from China. It is trying to compete at par with the cheaper South Korean and Chinese smartphones. The reason is obviously the liberal government policies and ease of doing business that has made India a competitive marketplace for the electronic segment to flourish. It is a big step for the American multinational to aim and expand its base in a market where 95% of smartphones run on Google's Android. Despite that, Apple has created a solid base by setting up some of its biggest manufacturing plants in India. The initial entry of the company in India took place in 2017 when Made in India tagged iPhones were assembled at Foxconn's Bengaluru plant in Karnataka. Currently, iPhone SE, iPhone 12, iPhone 13 and iPhone 14 models are produced in India, while the Pro models are still imported. The assembling of these iPhones is done via Apple's three Taiwanese contract manufacturers, Foxconn, Wistron and Pegatron. Foxconn has its assembling unit at Sri City in Andhra Pradesh and Sri Perumbudur in Tamil Nadu. It has also proposed to set up a 300-acre facility in Bengaluru, Karnataka. Pegatron has two manufacturing units at the Mahindra World City in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, while the third electronic giant Wistron does assembling at the Narasapura Industrial Unit in Karnataka. Assembling units in India aligns with the Make in India initiative, which has not only reduced the import cost but also helped increase electronic exports from India. The dynamic results of indigenous manufacturing could be seen in the growing exports. A threefold growth has been witnessed in the export of electronic products in the past 5 years, with a figure of 1.9 lakh crore in financial year 23. As tweeted by the Electronics and Information Technology Minister of India, Ashwani Vaishnaw, Apple's exports from India had hit $1 billion in December last year. India now accounts for over 5% of total iPhone production. The manufacturing landscape is not only benefiting the Indian economy, but also creating a huge employment base in India. The setting up of the biggest Apple iPhone manufacturing unit near Hosur, Bengaluru will provide nearly 60,000 people the opportunity of employment, out of which the first 6,000 employees would be the trained tribal sisters from Ranchi and Hazaribagh. Also, according to Apple's largest supplier, Foxconn, it is looking to quadruple its workforce in India over the coming 2 years. The production-linked incentive scheme of the centre government has shown some tremendous outcomes in the mobile sector. With the large consumer base comes government backing, which is followed by greater investments, the effect of which could be seen by a bumper export growth with an year-on-year fourfold increase of iPhones, crossing the $5 billion mark in financial year 23. Also, the rollout of 5G services in the country has managed to decrease the cost of operations and attract billions of dollars worth of investment. A high technological coverage is one of the major reasons for these MNCs to expand operations in India. Soon after the highly successful 5G spectrum auction, India has now got 100 patents for 6G telecom technology. A hassle-free networking that can transmit and receive data at a much higher frequency has upgraded the experience of using smartphones, the outcome of which could be seen in the coming years with an exponential growth in electronics and telecom manufacturing. The analysts at investment bank JP Morgan have reported that by 2025, a quarter of total iPhone manufacturing would be produced in India, while by 2027, the numbers would be up by almost 50%. The liberal government policies have been attracting huge investments in terms of large foreign manufacturing setups. This in return is shaping the manufacturing sector in India. Now, after the giant opening at Mumbai yesterday, a second Apple retail store is all set to be inaugurated tomorrow in the capital city of New Delhi. This has been made possible due to the investor-friendly policies of the state. PM Modi has been drawing plans to make India an alternative to the Chinese smartphone market. A huge financial incentive has been laid out, not only for the smartphones, but also for the tablet and laptop manufacturers. Central government initiated electronic manufacturing clusters have also revolutionized the electronic segment of the country. As a result of these initiatives, India has come a long way in electronics manufacturing in the past 8 years. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, do like, share and subscribe to our channel, The Pamphlet.